All right, let's go ahead and get started. It's a little bit after 8:30. Good morning and welcome. My name is Joe Holonich. You guys have probably gotten at least one, if not multiple, emails from me over the course of the year. I want to welcome you to Softball Umpires of Maryland Winter Training. We're getting you guys ready to do softball games, all right? John Dye will tell you this is not a tax class, and it is not, and I'm not a tax accountant, I'm an engineer, but save everything you do for these classes and your umpiring. And the reason is you can write them off as an expense against your income, okay? So for example, all the mileage you spend coming from here to home, you can write that mileage off against your income whenever you file your taxes this time next year.
72 half cents a mile.
72 half cents a mile. Or if you keep records through Quicken or some other accounting, and you can keep your actual expenses, you can get them probably more than that because you can depreciate your car if you do TurboTax. It'll take care of that stuff. Again, I'm not a tax accountant, but every dollar you write off as an expense, you get half of that reduced in your taxes. The reason I say that is 22% federal, 8% Maryland, and as an independent contractor, you pay 16% Social Security. You have to pay both the employer and the employee. So you're paying 46% tax on everything that you don't expense, every income dollar that you make. So when you expense it, you get to keep half of that, whatever you expense. That reduces your tax burden by that. I have a spreadsheet I use. Josh has used my spreadsheet. If you want a copy of the spreadsheet, just email me. I use it for high school, I use it for U-Trip, I use it for my rec games, I use it for all the games. I track, when you buy Gatorade, when you buy pants, when you buy insurance, when you register here, all those things. Again, not a tax class, but make sure you understand anything you put forward that's related to umpiring, you can reduce off of your income by keeping track of it as an expense. The only other thing I learned in my first year umpiring back in 2010 was if you don't keep track of the things contemporaneously, a year later you have to go back and recreate those miles. So I had 30 high school games. I had to go back and find every high school on a Google map and click it from my home to the high school and write the mileage down. So it's better to keep contemporaneously whatever mileage you're doing. With that said, it's not working, Rick. There we go. What are we going to cover in week one? Well, first off, you've got a bunch of emailed information I sent you. You got the registration form, you got the information, the letter on the training, has the syllabus in it so you can see every topic we're going to cover in future weeks. You can go to the rule book, read the rules if you want, be prepared or at least have a better understanding so you can ask more questions. John Dye is going to talk about new umpires, welcome you to some. Bobby Hamburg, our assigner, is going to talk to you about assigning. I'll give you a presentation on some fundamentals of mechanics. Rick Morris here is going to talk about plate mechanics and base mechanics. And then he's got some videos, all right? In the email, you also got a link to the tournament schedule. Tournaments start the end of March, and they go through the end of July. Early in the year, you may get 3 or 4 games on a Saturday or a Sunday. When March hits and high school's out, you could get 6, 7, 10 games on a weekend, depending on how busy it is. But you got to wait for those high school teams to clear out. I don't know what coaches do in other parts of the state. When my daughter played at Sherwood, her coach would tell her, if I catch you playing or practicing with your travel team, I will take it that you don't want to play for Sherwood, and I will remove you from the Sherwood team. So a lot of girls don't play tournament ball till you get into May when they start to have playoffs and lose teams. Again, you had the registration form, and if you need one here, we got it. Anybody who came in new that doesn't have a rule book, I can get you a rule book. All right, those are the old rule books. We'll get new rule books at the March meeting. On the registration form, there are 2 amounts, $85 and $105. If you take the $85 insurance, it covers you for all USSSA softball games. Are you going to cover this or am I? Okay. Okay. If you pick the $105, it covers you for any softball game you do.
Actually, it covers you for any U-Trip sport.
Any U-Trip sport, okay.
So if you do taekwondo,
okay,
or slow pitch, sometimes we have guys who do slow pitch or
okay,
baseball, they'll cover you for that.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it covered you for any softball game. It doesn't cover you for rec ball then.
If you do the 105, if it's a scheduled fast pitch event, then it would cover you.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. With that said, we'll get to John.